One of the biggest issues with creatives is that we are all self-proclaimed introverts, and we claim we don't have friends. We claim we don't have people to do things with. Well, I'm going to address this issue for you head on. Let's talk about how to meet other creative people. I know that as an artist, we will often say that we are introverts. We don't like to leave the house. We don't like to leave the studio. But unfortunately, we want to work with people, we want to connect, and we want to build a fan base, right? It sounds extremely contradictory, and it is contradictory to want to build a fan base, to want to be a mega superstar, and yet be so introverted that we're afraid of leaving the house and we're afraid of meeting new people. This is just something that as artists, we have to battle with ourselves, and we have to break out of that shell, or at least find a good balance between our introverted self and going out and meeting new people, getting out into the world. I know, that's a scary thought. I know it is. So one of the first ways that you can meet other creative people is to get out of the house and go networking. Open mics are a great place to find other creatives. Showcases are a great place to find other creatives. Why are those places so great? Well, there are going to be other artists, other creatives, other poets, other actors and actresses, other graphic designers, videographers, photographers, promoters, venue managers that you can meet at these networking opportunities, open mics and showcases. You already know that the audience is going to be mostly artists anyway, because those are the kind of people who frequent those places. You just need to do maybe a quick Google search and search open mics, or find a lounge that is nearby, find a club that is nearby, especially in major cities like Atlanta, like Houston, like Dallas, like New Orleans, like New York, like Manhattan, Lower East Side, all these different places, Los Angeles, major cities. There's always going to be a nightlife. There's always going to be a night scene. It's very easy to happen upon a lounge or a club. You can go in, ask the bartender, hey, what nights do you have here? A lot of places will have karaoke nights. A lot of places will have hookah nights. A lot of places will have open mic nights. Places will have dance nights, salsa nights. There are different themes that different venues have. Find the one where other creatives and artists are most likely going to be, and just go check it out. And when you get there, give yourself the goal and the challenge of talking to and exchanging at least social media with 3 people. Because that's the other thing. We go out to these events and we don't talk to anybody. We become wallflowers. We become a shell. We sink into ourselves and we kind of just observe. That's okay. Maybe on the first few visits, you're just getting comfortable with where you are, but challenge yourself the next time. Talk to 3 people. Once you hit that goal, I talked to 3 people. All right. Now I'm going to go talk to 3 other people and I'm going to share social media information. Great. Now I'm going to go talk to 3 people and I'm going to share information for social media and contact. And I'm going to go a step further and I'm going to follow up with those people maybe a day or 2 after. Say, hey, it was nice to meet you. Would love to connect and create. That is how you create those connections. But again, you got to get out the house. You got to go find a new environment and you have to talk to people. That is how you're going to meet and network with other creatives. Another way that you can meet other creative people or just friends in general is to go out and do things that have nothing to do with music. You would be surprised how simple it is to leave your house and explore your other interests. I love telling this story and giving the example of how I met one of my favorite male artists, Omarion. I met him not at a music event, but at a book signing event, a meet and greet. Omarion had just released his book, Unbothered, and he was going on a book tour. And the closest library and the most cost efficient one, let's be real, was the Birmingham Public Library in Alabama, which was a 2-hour drive. I made a day trip out of it. I bought his book, I read his book, and I had the opportunity to meet him and take pictures with him in person. Yes, are you kidding me? I love Omarion. So I took that trip. I got my book signed. I got a picture with Omarion. He called me beautiful and said that my energy was amazing. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because I'm that girl. Low key, I think he was flirting with me. But I did not engage, unfortunately. I'm kind of slow like that. All of that to say, though, I got the opportunity to meet Omarion not through music, not through recording or engineering, not through writing, not through going to a concert, but because I love to read. And one of my favorite artists came out with a book and just so happened to be on a book tour. And that led me to be able to meet him. Same concept with if you want to meet other people. People are multifaceted. We don't all just do one thing and that's all that we are. You as a music artist, that's not all that you are. That's not all that you do. You likely have a job. You likely go to school. You might have kids and a family, you know. You are going to meet other people naturally, pouring into yourself and doing the things that you enjoy doing. You find people that you have common interests and similarities with, and then you decide to exchange contact information, follow up, make plans. That is how you meet people. Just go explore your other interests. You will naturally find people who are just as multifaceted as you are. Another way to meet and network with people, let's say that you are so introverted and you just don't want to leave the house. You don't have to, especially in this age of social media. You can simply go on any social media platform. All of them have hashtags. Search for a hashtag that is of your interest. Hashtag music might be a little too broad. Maybe you put hashtag R&B music, hashtag open mic, hashtag music showcase, hashtag Beyonce. I don't know. Find a hashtag that coincides with what you're interested in. Click on it and then see what kind of people are liking it, what kind of content is being made around that hashtag or within that hashtag community. You can follow it and see what's being posted. And then eventually you start seeing people who are also interested in this same topic, and you might choose to follow them. You might engage with their content. You might like some of their posts. You might find a link on their page to some music that they're doing or something creative or some kind of event. You might attend it if they're in the same area. You might send a DM and say, hey, I think your page is really cool. I like what you're doing. I would love to collaborate on X, Y, and Z. And then follow through. That is the biggest challenge we have as creatives, is our lack of follow through. Once we make the connection, we have to follow through and execute on the plans. Leave your house, you do all this work of putting yourself together, but you don't go talk to anybody. You don't go strike up a conversation. You don't get contact information. If you do get contact information, you don't follow up. And so nothing ever happens. And that happened to me for years, actually. I don't want it to happen to you. I want you to do better than me. I want you to move quicker than I did on this, because it did take me some time to break out of my shell. But that is the number one issue with us as creatives. We are self-proclaimed introverts. Many of us are introverts, but we have no follow through, no execution once we go out and we meet the people and we don't nurture these relationships. We must do better. Let us do better, okay? Those are some ways to find other creative people. Thank you so much for tuning in to Lex Chat. I truly do hope that this video helped you. If it did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. In the comment section, let me know what topic you want to chat about next. But until then, my name is LexC. Peace. Patience. Baby, baby, I just wanna cross your line. Baby, baby, I just wanna cross your line. Can I get you all alone? We've been talking all night on this phone.